Hi! Welcome to the Web Show of Todd. I'm Todd, and this is my web show. Now, the internet's a great thing. It really is, and not just for people like me who like to put up web shows and the occasional, sketch comedy bit at a website called jokeybits.com, which you should look at every day and revisit old sketches because they're all quite lovely. The internet's also a great place for people to express themselves, to let the world know what their opinions are. I know of a group, for example, called the Film Pigs, and they have a website called filmpigs.com, and they discuss a lot of different things about movies. They review some movies. They do alternate DVD commentaries. They do podcasts. They blog about movies. All with, a certain level of levity. And they're all, pretty honest about being, embittered and petty and jealous about people who are more successful than they are in the entertainment business. And I find that refreshing. It's a huge difference what the internet provides. The everyman can offer his critical reviews of things. And a lot of people in the entertainment industry have problems with that. They don't like it when some yahoo who doesn't understand the inner workings of things talks about stuff out of turn. But you know what? I mean, in my mind, that's more interesting than, say, a professional critic, those quasi-journalists who get paid money to talk about pop culture and restaurants and whatnot. And I think that if you're really rich and successful, or even modestly wealthy and successful in entertainment of any kind, that you kind of need to suck it up and take it. And I get it if somebody's like, using homophobic slurs and just being hateful for the sake of hateful. I know that's sad, but who cares? Cry on your sacks of money. Seriously, just cry on your sacks of money. Because it's okay for people to express themselves. They're the consumers, and now the internet has provided this wonderful venue for them to express themselves and be heard. Now, it's obvious, the critics about pop culture, and, there's music and TV and film, lots of people yammering all over the Webbyverse, or whatever you want to call it. But also there's, there's reviews of neighborhood establishments. And you go on Yelp. I love Yelp because Yelp has reviews of just about any place you would want to go in your neighborhood. And I drove by the strip mall the other day, not too far from my house. I won't be driving by any strip malls today, though, because my car conked out. It's conked out. It just stopped. Yeah. Never had any problems with it before. But it is getting quite old. Filled me with sadness because I wanted to run errands. But, it's provided me, silver lining provided me with time to do a web show. So anyway, a week ago I drove by this strip mall, and there was this place called Lee's 4 Cocktails. And it's the 4 is the number 4, the numeral, not the word 4. Lee's 4 Cocktails. And it's just like this little place with frosted glass in a strip mall. And I was curious about it. I was like, gee, I wonder what that place looks like. A good dive bar. I like dive bars, So I went on Yelp to see what I could learn. And there are all these reviews. And they're so exciting that I thought I would read some of them to you. The reviews for Lee's for Cocktails on Yelp. This one's from a guy named George F. He gives it 4 stars out of 5. Friend works there. Chill bar. Went there a while ago, and there was some good people and even better bartenders with heavy pouring hands. This is why they're getting 4 stars. Good for darts and pool, good pictures, and there's a Denny's a few doors down. Major selling point. Because when you get lit, at least for cocktails, you don't have to drive anywhere to get greasy food to make yourself feel better. You just pop on over to Denny's. All right, Tony H. gives it 3 stars. He says this is maybe the 3rd or 4th actual dive bar that I've been to, and it's actually a decent one. Most people assume any bar that's a piece of shit counts as a dive bar. To me, dive bars are fairly small, have cheap drinks and some billiard games. That's what you have here at Lee's. A cool little spot with pitchers under $10 for beers like Stella and Hef. I think my Jaeger bomb was only about $6. Wow, what a deal. If you're looking for a place with cheap drinks, they have it there. And in case you get too hammered, there's a Denny's and Panda Express where you can grab some greasy to help hold off that hangover that you get from drinking the plastic bottle vodka well drinks. Wow. Glowing review. This one's from Nicole R. She gives it 3 stars. But 2 stars for the last time I was there. Me and one other girl just trying to drink some beer, just trying to shoot some darts, just trying to relax on Friday night. Surrounded by 20 nasty, annoying looky-loos. Whoo! It's tough when those looky-loos are out. I swear we must have been approached 10 times by a different skeezer every time. We gave fake names to every single one of them. That took some creativity, let me tell you. One guy, though, I was German. That's what she wrote. I think she said one guy thought I was German. I don't know what that means. 3 stars for the time I visited before that. Lots of people, crowded little room. Took a long time to get drinks. The bartender was really weird and a little mean. She seemed rushed and impatient and apathetic about tips. But the crowd was super fun and the music was good. 0.5 star for the jukebox. 4 stars for $1. Woo! It's great if you love the 90s and other classic rock. Once again, one of those places I probably wouldn't visit if it weren't so close to my house. Oh, man. There's so many other great ones here. Kelly H. Cheap, good music. Mostly grungy 90s rock. She gives it 3 stars. Patty C. These are all highlights. I'm only reading highlights at this point. Patty C. 3 stars. It's a hole in the wall. The drinks are cheap. I played darts for the first time and it was fun. Bill C. 2 stars. Nothing special. That's the entire review, by the way. May I, 3 stars. Been here a few times. It's hard to say whether I like it or not. The bartender scares me. Duffy D, 3 stars. Huge, long review. I'm gonna go. The end is, and P.S. Definitely had some big-ass cholo gangster Latino stare me in the eye while he downed a beer. He literally looked me in the eye and said, "This is how you down a beer," and proceeded to do so. That was actually beyond excellent. Brian C., 4 stars. It's also near Denny's, and that really good Mexican food place. And another point for the Denny's and the good food nearby. Emerson D., 4 stars. I have a friend that works there, so he bought me a round or 2. The pitchers have fancy keep 'em cold ice monuments that take about a beer away from a full pitcher, but still a good deal. Jim L., 2 stars. I couldn't agree with Becky M. more. Jukebox music is deafening. And Al and I wrote a small novel about it. 3 stars. One of his highlights is they added 5 plasmas for game watching, which is a good place to do so. Ian B., 4 stars. This bar is a dive. Bucky M., 1 star. This place is full of tough guys. And the reviews go on and on. They're all quite wonderful and helpful. And you know, this is what I'm saying. The internet's a good place. It's important. You can learn. You can learn about a place before you go there. Decide if it's worth your time. I, for one, am going to sell my house and move into Lee's for cocktails.